time we've been trying to show that relations between retired General Chiwenga as well as Emerson Mnangagwa were not as people anticipated. We showed that there were cracks between the two. Long time before anyone could imagine. And at that time, ZANU PF was trying to show beyond reasonable doubt that there was unity between Emerson Mnangagwa as well as retired General Chiwenga, especially the faction of Emerson Mnangagwa was always preaching about unity. But we know that at night, they were scheming for Chiwenga, for the downfall of retired General Chiwenga. I think now people knows over the past events that have been happening and the exchanges that have been going on between Mnangagwa as well as also retired General Chiwenga. And I can attest to you that the decisions of the Politburo as well as also the Central Committee and the National Consultative Assembly of ZANU PF, those decisions that were being passed, they are not in favor of retired General Chiwenga, and Chiwenga knows it himself. And the theatrics that happened during the birthday of Chiwenga, that coincided with the Central Committee meeting, I can tell you that they were just theatrics and nothing serious to be taken seriously by the people of Zimbabwe. And I can attest to you that as long as Mnangagwa is in power, relations between Mnangagwa and Chiwenga are beyond repair. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Now, if you want to see the character of Chiwenga, watch him in around 2017 when he was negotiating for the exit of Robert Gabriel Mugabe. You would see Chiwenga taking pictures in the midst of a coup that was, unfolding during that period. You would understand that there were a series of meetings that were done by Chiwenga with the stubborn Robert Gabriel Mugabe. Sometimes Robert Gabriel Mugabe making an agreement with military generals only for a press statement to be convened, and Robert Gabriel Mugabe not resigning. You know, you remember that drama for those who were following those political events in those days. And Chiwenga would take pictures with Robert Gabriel Mugabe together, laughing, still negotiating with Robert Gabriel Mugabe. They would still salute Robert Gabriel Mugabe as their commander-in-chief, even though they had confined him to his house, even though behind the scenes there were serious discussions for him to actually vacate the highest political office. So you don't expect Chiwenga, especially when he is with Mnangagwa, to be frowning and publicly. And when Mnangagwa, it was going to be awkward for Mnangagwa not to wish Chiwenga a happy birthday during the ZANU PF Central Committee meeting. It was a birthday that took place during it happened that they had to meet and it was the birthday of Chiwenga, whether he liked him or not. If he did not wish him a happy birthday, I can attest to you that that still would be news, as it is news that he wished him. And I've seen Barakashi trying to portray an impression or to give an imagery that Chiwenga and Emerson Mnangagwa, they are brothers, they are united. They have been fighting so very hard, by the way, to give that impression. I think now it is common sense and common cause for the people of Zimbabwe that these two are. I remember when I used to record a lot of videos convincing people. Then it was not visible. I'm sure over the past few, now you don't need that to be explained, but I was just putting that on record because I see Barakashi, they were over the moon that Chiwenga is united. If the day we will see Chiwenga united with Mnangagwa, that's the day Chiwenga will publicly endorse a constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026. Has he done so? Has he even supported the extension of the term of office for Emmerson Mnangagwa? If your answer is no, that matters the most to Mnangagwa. And what is Mnangagwa doing? To those who are not supporting the CAP 3 and they don't have that much power in ZANU PF, like district leaders, provincial leaders, and other leaders in ZANU PF, we have seen Emmerson Mnangagwa actually firing them to ZANU PF. Most of the people who opposed CAP 3 have been fired to ZANU PF. They are out in the cold, but he hasn't done the same to Chiwenga. Now, Chiwenga is not an ordinary ZANU PF member. He is a man who put Emmerson Mnangagwa to power, and he is a man who still has connections within the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. His network, Mnangagwa, of course, has been in fact trying to thwart those networks. But is he done with him? I don't think he is done with him at the moment. That is why he is still afraid to directly confront him or to directly attack him. He will still use indirect statements, just like Chiwenga using biblical allusions. But that is straightforward. Someone can see that Chiwenga is conveying this message directly to Emmerson Mnangagwa. In fact, he is actually throwing an egg to the face of Emmerson Mnangagwa. And we have not seen Mnangagwa reacting, firing retired General Chiwenga. That may have been actually hinted to his ears by Zwikanandas. But guess what? Mnangagwa cannot do so because he understands the consequences that comes with that. And as such, to Chiwenga, it's still a deceptive tactic until the last day. Even trying to fire him, it was revealed recently by Nox Chivero that Emmerson Mnangagwa intended to actually get rid of his cabinet. In so doing, he would have gotten rid of retired General Chiwenga, allow Kembo Mohapi to be an interim leader for a certain period, only for the wife of Mnangagwa to come through as a president with the new executive members that won't be having Chiwenga. Of course, that plan was discovered, thwarted. It has been thwarted because it has been exposed. It remains to be seen whether Emmerson Mnangagwa, as well as his family, they will continue to pursue that plan. But as they pursue that plan, they will be actually fulfilling the words and also strengthening the fact that Chiwenga has a strong intelligence system. And Chiwenga exposing that is really to show Emmerson Mnangagwa that I see everything that you are doing. Do whatever you are doing, but here it is. We know we are watching your step every way. And when he does so, it has been an antidote to what Emmerson Mnangagwa has been intending to do to retired General Chiwenga when weapons were planted to a vehicle, and these weapons were going to lead Mnangagwa to arrest Chiwenga. Chiwenga actually had to manipulate the whole plan altogether after doing so, and told Emmerson Mnangagwa, you were planning to do this, but I thwarted this, bring it on to me. So you can see that as much as these two are trying to play smart with each other, behind the scenes there is a lot of work that each one of them is trying to do against each other. Of course, they are still the president, the other one is still the deputy president of the country. They must show that face, a united front leading the country. Otherwise, if they fail to do so, to the eyes of the citizens. They have been managing to actually project that image, but it is not as easy because as they do so, they are also planning to actually prevail against each other. So that is the most difficult aspect of this particular matter. So Mnangagwa celebrating, in fact, wishing Chiwenga a happy birthday, to me it means nothing. And to any politically sound analyst, that means nothing. They are together in government, they have to manage the relations. It is not even an iota of this thought that these two are reconciling. They have reconciled. If they have reconciled, we will hear Chiwenga speaking the 2030 term extension slogan. He has not done so. Is there a possibility that he may do so? Doing so will actually mark his downfall and the defeat by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. And most probably, he may become a very easy prey and easy target to Mnangagwa. So, both to Mnangagwa and Chiwenga, the issue of each of them prevailing is a matter of death and life. And until one of them is defeated, definitely don't expect to see these individuals stopping to mount public lashing out of each other anytime soon. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Is signing off. Let me love and